it actually says that they should make sure that they are under no compulsion to get this product. And that is what's so confusing, because even though the product was mandated in the summer, at the end of the summer of 2021, the product on the shelves was still the EUA product. And in that sense, for somebody to be mandated to something that they also have to sign to say that they weren't mandated to do it is kind of hard to do legally.
By the way, that's the subject of a couple of oversight letters in terms of the whole full authorization type of thing. Dr. Thorpe, quickly?
Yes, on informed consent, there was completely the opposite in pregnant women. HHS appears to have captured the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, and my research team, including Maggie Thorpe, JD, have proven that with the Freedom of Information Act.
For a few million dollars, correct?
Many $1 million. They captured ACOG. In December of 2020, everybody at ACOG and the other organizations, we're not going to push this vaccine in pregnant women. In the span of a pregnancy, 40 weeks, September 27th, 2021, you will push the vaccine, you will push it in pregnant women and follow all the HHS criteria. And if you don't, we will destroy you and your professional career will take your license away and we will decertify you. That went out to 60,000 OBGYN doctors. So
we probably should have expanded the title of this: corruption of science, federal health agencies, what would you call those? Professional organizations?
These are the three organizations that essentially govern obstetrical care, not just in the United States of America, but the whole world.
By the way, I wanted to ask you, to what extent are the medical journals funded by various conflicting organizations, pharmaceutical companies? I've heard Chinese interests. I mean, are you aware of that? You were talking about the article written by...
All right, Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, SHAMAIWAN, Shem, Rakwakwa, double honors to the elders of the apostles, great millstone, shalom to my Akim Wakwathi, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this foul captivity. His brother Kawakub coming at you with no lesson. John chapter 8, verse 44, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. Now, there's more context in this, but basically, they were just admitting to all the, and again, this is, hold on, Slakia, this is not medical information. I'm not saying anything about it. All I did, I let this video play a bit, and you got to see and hear what they were talking about. If you want to find out more, I'm gonna link this video in, or the live stream, whatever, in the description, so you can hear more of what I was hearing, because they basically admitted to so many of the stuff that they are responsible for. All right, I didn't say anything. I'm not perpetuating anything. I'm literally, this is fair use, reporting the facts. Fair use. I'm not saying anything. I'm not giving my opinion on it. I'm just presenting this for strictly educational purposes only. All right. Now, again, what happened here is they basically admitted to the deletions, all right, that was going on as a result of it. All right, I didn't say it, I didn't do it, but that was the thing. On top of that, when it comes to pregnant women, what I just heard in 5 minutes ago was that they were changing miscarriage data to say that women were having miscarriages in the first trimester rather than the people that had gotten the what, all right, actually got it in later trimesters rather than the first one. So they were changing it to make it to just making it seem like they were having normal miscarriages, but they were actually having miscarriages on later dates in order to make it seem like everything is normal and there was no abnormalities, when in actuality the thing was that the pregnant women were losing children. The pregnant women were having their kids having miscarriages when during periods of time which was uncommon, basically. Slakia. All right. So Isaiah chapter 31 verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, Slakia, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. All right. So yeah, this is a very big thing. Where you had so many people that would trust in Esau, that would trust, saying, oh yeah, trust the science, but then look at what happened as a result of it. Okay, you have so many people that were suffering as a result of it, and then all that stuff of trusted thing, now people are compromised as a result of it. All right, people are suffering, and they've been put into this compromising situation of basically being fallen for the okie doke. All right. And again, like, I don't know what's, I don't have the full details. I didn't see the whole thing. All right. I'm not going to watch the whole thing, but maybe I might come back to it later on. And if I do, then you will know, because I will have found out some more information. But if I don't find any more information worth making another video on, then I probably won't do it. But yeah, like, this is a very very major thing. Like, this, it's like we told the people not to do it. We told our people not to do it, not to take the what, but no one listened. All right, we already knew it, and then they just didn't want to listen. All right, they said they trust Esau rather than they trust some random niggas. All right, next, and Jake did primarily, because we only warn our people primarily. But obviously they, other people, they knew they had warnings as well. Romans chapter 8 verse 6, for to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. And now let's also get Mark chapter 8 verse 35, but whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it. All right, so that's another very big thing, where you have people that are carnally minded, that think, oh yeah, I need to do this, I need to save my life, I need to do whatever it takes to keep on living, blah blah blah. But in actuality, this is a perfect example of that duality, of that reverse of situations where things went south rather than going well. All right, so the people that were trying to say, oh, I need to take this, I need to take this stickler, all right, they ended up losing their life as a result of it. All right, and again, like, the Lord is not someone to mess with. You do not challenge the Lord. All right, these people are, they are dead. And again, another thing is that the dude, not this dude, the other one, that was basically, it was this dude that was basically saying that there was a documentary. I think he is the author of the documentary that I saw, which I don't know if I can say it or not, so I'm not going to. But he might have been the author where where they had done autopsies on a lot of the dead bodies and saw a trend of the dead bodies, which I actually did a lesson on this before, where one thing that actually popped up for me was when I was scanning through the thing, they had stabbed into one of the dead bodies, and what happened was something popped up on the camera, like something like squeezed out, because of there was quote unquote filling. All right, because I'm not going to use a proper term because I don't want this to get taken down, but there was some filling inside of their blood, of their dead bodies, that just popped up. All right, It wasn't like a normal dead body. All right. So let's continue on more. Psalm 64 verse 5, they encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune on laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? That's another thing. They set this trap. They knew exactly what they were planning. They knew exactly what they wanted to do, and people suffered as a result of it. All right. But yet you still had so many people. Slaki, you had so many people that were talking about, oh, just trust the science, trust this, trust that, trust the government. They're gonna do this, then the third. When honestly, even Esau knows. Okay, even the regular citizen Edomites, they know that they're not supposed to trust their government. All right, and how crazy is that their own people don't even trust them because they know that they're untrustworthy. All right, that just goes to show if you can't even trust your own people. All right, which I'm not saying that to say us as Israelites are saints and whatnot. Well, we are saints, Slakia. By definition, yes, we are saints, but even the wicked Israelites, but no. Well, yes, technically, yes, saints, but still, on a technicality, even then, the Lord doesn't even recognize all of Israel as Israel. And when I say that, I mean the 2/3 aren't truly recognized as Israelites. All right, it's only the elect that's recognized as Israelites by YAHAWASHI. All right, so yeah, that's a big thing. That was a very big thing. I'm gonna stop showing this so the video so I don't have to redo the video or something like that. But basically, yeah, they've been setting these traps. They've been doing all this stuff, and it's not obviously this isn't the first time. They've always had different plans and stuff that they wanted to do in order to attempt to destroy us. All right, and this is, again, as I said before, this is nothing new. All right, now it's just now that they feel comfortable enough, for I don't know for what reason, all right, to expose themselves and to say, hey, you guys, look at what we found about what happened a couple of years back. All right, this is some real stuff. All right, and again, even in general, this society has been getting even more and more crazier. And the funny thing is that even with how crazy things have been getting, people don't have any, control over it. It doesn't matter if things have gotten crazy or this becomes a dictatorship. The people, they can't and they won't do anything. Okay, they're just gonna keep on letting Esau do whatever he wants, destroy out however he wants, and make things go crazy and insane. All right. Psalm 73 verse 5, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. This is another very big thing where they're, even as they get found out, even though they get caught, do you actually think, Slakia, I'm going back to it, but do you actually think that these devils are going to get in trouble? They're not going to do anything. Okay, the same people that push it out are still going to be fine. They're still going to be good. They're still going to have their money. They're still going to, it's like the corruption has been running deep for the longest time. This is literally just a show to them. This is like reality TV show where they let you know all this stuff that's happening, and again, nobody is going to do jack's shit to anyone. All right, no one's going to do anything to them. They're going to keep on doing whatever they do. They're going to keep on abusing their power. They're going to keep on abusing the people, their people, and our people. All right, and again, as I said before multiple times, nobody's going to do anything. All right, as a matter of fact, let me actually get this. Verse 6, therefore pride compassed them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. So yeah, exactly. They're covered by their violence, their military, their weaponry, their war, their blessing, the sword. So no one's gonna stop them. No one's gonna get in their way. All right, they're just gonna keep on doing exactly what they've been doing. Destroying not only our people but their people as well. Well, apparently, all right, and then. All until the Lord YAHAWASHI, sends YAHAWASHI to destroy him. But yet again, this once again goes back into you have Jake's, as I've done multiple lessons on it recently, where they don't care. They want Esau to keep on ruling. They expect things are going to get better, when in actuality nothing's going to get better. Things are just going to continue to get worse and worse until the Lord intervenes and either makes things better, or until the Lord intervenes and makes things better by destroying Esau, Edom. All right. Next, Psalm chapter 55 verse 20. He hath put forth his hands against such a be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. The words from his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were smoother than oil, yet were they drawn swords. And that's the thing, where you have the government that is known, that's supposed to be protecting the people. They're supposed to be responsible for helping the people, but yet they're abusing them. They're lying to them. They're destroying the people. The things they say, oh, we care about you guys, we want to help you guys, we're here to make sure you guys are taken care of. But in actuality, look at what actually happened. Okay, they spoke smooth words, they spoke nice words, but their end result was death. All right, the end result was death. We saw that, and they are literally exposing themselves. Slocky, I keep on going back, but they expose themselves to be liars. All right. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, MANASSEH, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, AHPARYAM, Shalom.